Relieve your database. We're going to go through steps that you can do to exponentially grow your business right now with the database that you have. Gosh, big things happening in Genius Loan Officer. Go to glowworkshop.com, GLO, G-L-O, workshop.com, and listen to watch amazing video or webinar, excuse me, by Dallas, my business partner, and see what you think, see how I can help you elevate your game. And if you want to schedule a strategy call with us, that way we can put that all together for you. We will get this going. So, all right, what are you going to do with your database? For every 100 people that you close, we like to call them client family, because, gosh, you just past clients, I think that can be a very negative thing to say, simply because now it's just past. They're past clients, or that's ones that we've helped their families, and we want to continue to nurture them in a way that becomes like family, right? But we know that's not true. What we all know that the stat, or you may not know the stat, is that I think 75+% say they use their loan officer the second time, and only less than 20% actually do. So what's the big gap there? The big gap is obviously not following through, not having conversations with them. And, a lot of this becomes even to a guilt, right? You feel guilty. I will tell you, I felt guilty. I was in my career a couple years in, and I was slinging a lot of deals. Things were going well. Had hundreds of clients in the database, my client family, and I sure didn't treat them like family. There's only a few that I spoke to. I mean, a couple handfuls, people that were naturally in my sphere that followed me on social media, and we had conversations there. But there was no active approach to having conversations with my full client family. I treat them good. They had great experiences. I mean, I was getting 5-star reviews. All those things were going well, but then I was not going after and talking to my client family. And I remember having this, I don't want to call them now. I haven't called them in a year. I haven't called this person almost 2 years. Well, they're going to think, why is he calling now? Oh, he wants something. Or he's just trying to be salesy now. All these things go through your head, right? All the guilt that is associated with, I haven't spoken to these people, and who am I to now call them? This all goes through our heads in some form or fashion. And it happens with loan officers we coach all the time. We brought the subject up. People were like, oh, well, what did I say? I haven't spoken to them in a couple of years. And all this fear is debilitating. And what happens is we also rely on, hey, we got this email. We got this email system, right? We got this CRM that sends out emails, which is, by the way, sucks, because all it is like, hey, did you know? And it's something really, really passive, right? It's always something really passive normally. Like, hey, federal interest rates are doing this, or they're this and this, and nobody really cares about what it's saying. Hey, happy Columbus Day. Cool, great. But there's, and not that doesn't have some merit to it, some just good vibes going, but does it really have a call to action? Does it have conversations that are deep? Is it influential? Is it anything that's going to move the needle to them saying, oh my goodness, I want to call Sue, my freaking amazing loan officer. Gosh, I feel good, and she called me up, and I feel like connected with her, and she's great. And then they can refer you clients and tell them, hey, I really love Sue. She is amazing. Oh man, she calls me. And so what I found is, when I was calling these clients consistently, I was, what I would say is that you can have a great reason to call. Right now, it's coming into summertime. Go and have you put a picnic together for your client family. It's really affordable, right? You can get some jumpy gyms for the kids out there or something. And you can have some, hamburgers and hot dogs and some, some pies and cakes or whatever, and just go to a spot and invite your client family and have these cool appreciation events. Rent out a theater, do something that's really cool that you can get in front of your clients and say, hey, just wanted to invite you to this. And then what mortgage related questions do you have? So we found on our last call, where on our we have a Tuesdays and Thursdays, every Tuesday and Thursday we're hammering away. We have a group live that we are talking to our whole Genius loan officer family there, where loan officers are also asking questions, where we have content we bring to them, and it's just an amazing atmosphere. And one of our great loan officers, because we've been concentrating on this month, is client family month. So a theme month. What are we doing this month? Next month we'll have another theme. Doesn't mean when the theme is gone that month, you don't still talk to your client family, but this month is a concentration on that. And I would encourage you, if you have not went back to your client family, and just make it a month, make it this month. Or you have to plan it out, and it's next month. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk to all 300 people that are in my client family, whatever that number is. And we have a reason to call. So it's specific to, hey, Johnny, just wanted to call you and invite you because, man, you are an amazing client. Invite you to this event I got on July 17th. It's at the Lake Reba Park, and we're going to have food and some activities for the kids, and love for you and your family to come out. Awesome. Oh no, you won't be able to make it then. Oh, man, hey, you're going on vacation? Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That's amazing. Let me ask you, what's have you had any mortgage related questions? Awesome. Well, gosh, I don't think that you've done anything since you've bought your home. I'm sure you're probably aware of this, but maybe you're not. And it may not be for you, but a lot of people are taking advantage of the equity that they've earned through this time. And sometimes I know that bills kind of pile up, and sometimes credit cards go up. And this may be an opportunity to go ahead and take some money out and lower your monthly payments, right? Maybe something specific. Here's the deal. This is why I say relieve. I said offset, because the big word that one of our great clients said is relief. And I love that word. It's so amazing, because just think about how that washes over you. Relief. You ever felt relieved? I just feel so relieved. I feel so relieved that was off my plate. That file got closed. That worked out. You feel so relieved. And so we're so concentrated as loan officers, and when I say we, just as a collective whole group, I certainly don't concentrate on it. And a lot of our great clients do not concentrate on it. But as our industry whole, what happens is loan officers concentrate on the rate. Okay, the rates have went up, refis are gone. In any market, you should be able to still do 20-25% of your business from refinances. It shouldn't be dried up, even if right now you're thinking, oh my gosh, especially if you've been in business for any amount of time. Because here's what one of our amazing loan officers found. This is the data points he has. He started making these calls. Good stuff started happening. Really good stuff. He started being able to put in refinances in the pipeline right now when it's going up and it's over 5%, with people that had rates in the lower threes going up a couple of percent. Why? Because some of them were saving $1,600 a month in overall monthly expenditures. That's what's really important to people. And we need, and and it was a relief. That was the word he kept using. And because people were just relieved, they're like, oh my gosh, yeah, I was thinking about buying, I've been sitting it out. I didn't refinance because I was going to probably buy another home. And now with the rates just continue to shoot up, I don't want to, and the price of the homes are shooting up. I'm just going to stay put. But I do want to lower my monthly payments. And I would like to, put a screen back porch here. So guess what? Rate wasn't the big thing. Would they love it to still be 3% or 2.75? Absolutely. But when they're locking at, say, 5.5, cash out refinance, and their monthly payments are going down $1,000, $1,500 a month, gosh, good things, good feelings. Relief is there. Relief is happening. You're a savior. You're having a conversation, because sometimes, they're obviously they're probably getting some spam, and people are still trying to call them. Different people or loan officers trying to call them. But when we have the proper conversations, we're not just trying to rush through the conversations. We're having, hey, Johnny, man, loved helping you a couple of years ago. And, I want to invite you out this. What mortgage related questions you have? Hey, this is, some things that people have found really helpful. And then it creates better conversations. And they're already have a built-in trust there, right? So helping them relieve the debts they have, relieve the stresses that they have. And we can argue, people can argue the fact of, like, is it financially wise to restart a 30-year mortgage and go up a couple percent? A lot of times, yes. 100% yes. What if somebody started to strap themselves too much, and it doesn't matter what the rate is, because they may lose their home if things keep on going? Because, maybe they're having struggles with the gas prices going up. They travel a little bit too much. They have, they've taken on some other debts that, they thought they were going to sell their home at one point, and they didn't. So they're not able to pay those off. They have, some medical expense that comes up, all these things that happen. And so is it financially wise? A lot of times it is, to go up in those rate, pay stuff off. And we all know that people are still not probably going to keep that home for more than 5, 7, 10 years, even at that point. And so they're paying some extra interest, but they may be lowering interest on other things. But the big thing, the big key here is that they're getting the relief they feel they need. That extra $1,000 a month could help them go on vacation. And can you put a price tag on vacations and memories? I sure as hell can't. Like, at the end of life, we're not going to be thinking, well, gosh, I wish I would have not done that refinance that cost me 2 extra percent. And I would skip those vacations that I had amazing fun with my family with, and all these memories that I'm just about to cry over because they're just beautiful. No, we don't think of that. We think, oh my gosh, we had all these amazing vacations. We did all these things. And so we can't put a price tag on some of that. What we can't do is we can't say no for our clients. And that's what we're doing when we're not having a conversation. We're saying no for them. And we shouldn't feel slimy if we're just trying to, certainly if you're out there and you're trying to refinance somebody for no reason, it just makes no sense. Like, it's, literally, you're taking advantage of somebody. That's different. But I'm gonna guess that you're an amazing loan officer. You're an amazing person. You're an upstanding citizen because you're listening to this show. So I'm going to guess that you are going to do the right thing by your client. And the right thing is making a call to them and have a conversation with them and loving on them and seeing what their needs are and seeing how you can help them with the relief they may be needing right now. So there's opportunity out there. A lot of people didn't refinance, And a lot of people did wait for, hey, I'm going to go ahead and buy. I'm going to go ahead and buy. I'm going to go ahead and buy probably here in the next little bit. And then they're like, oh no, I've seen the rates just go up. Prices, and I mean, maybe they don't know the rates. They just see the prices. Like I'm looking at Zillow, and my dream home was $350,000 last year, and now it's $500,000 this year. And that's just too much. I'm going to keep my home now. I got to owe a couple $100,000 on it, and I can take out some equity here and pay it off and put the screen backwards, right? I can go ahead and pay off my credit card debts, and we got an extra $1,500 a month. And furthermore, you can also help them with the strategies of, hey, if you take some of that money, you just invest it, right? Invest it something that's, that's increasing in value, then they can probably take that and outrun how much interest they're paying, right? Still, they can invest correctly and take some of that money, that extra money, and just be really financially responsible and set themselves up for the future. So you can have conversations with that, and then also you can refer them out to your trusted, amazing financial advisor. By the way, if you're not talking to your database and you're not specifically trying to refer them to a financial advisor, you could be missing out. If you're not asking them if they have a financial advisor and then getting them to refer you and have it, or just put you on a message string or introducing you, then you're missing out, because that's opportunity for this. So you can maybe refinance someone, have them talk to a financial advisor, and then look at the investment strategies this would make total sense to go ahead and refinance, and they'd feel good about it. They feel relieved. And remember, we really don't sell rates and terms and all that. What we really sell decisions and good feelings about decisions, right? We want people to make decisions, help them make the right decisions, and make them feel good about the decisions that they've made. And so as a trusted advisor, our job is not so much even, it's some that we help them trust us. But the key is helping them trust themselves and feel good about the decisions that they make. Isn't that wonderful? Doesn't that feel like relief as well? Like, feel good. Once you ever find yourself making a decision and you maybe have some turmoil over it, and then something is said, somebody comforts you, and you just feel a relief and you feel good about the decision you made. How wonderful does that feel when that happens? That's what we're doing for our clients. Now, one of the questions was asked on our GLO group call was, we have one of our amazing loan officers, and she's like, oh my gosh, I was talking to this one client, and they were going to save $1,600 a month, literally $1,600 a month to refinance, to pay off these credit cards, and said high interest credit cards, and she just couldn't get over the fact that her rate was going to go up a couple percent. But it made 100% sense to do it because she was strapped. But then she said, well, maybe the client said, well, maybe I think I'm just going to pick up this extra job, and which really hurt. I could feel it hurt of the loan officer, our genius loan officer, because she know that wasn't relief, and she know that that's, I want to help her realize like how great a decision it is to go ahead and refinance. And everybody has their own way of thinking, 100%. But when she asked me, like, what do I do in that situation? I would really the sale is won and lost a lot of times in the setup. So when the 5% came across for the refinance, and she's got, say, a 3, the sale wasn't lost in that moment. What it was is there was no there was probably not enough discovery of why it's really important, and not surface level. Hey, it's important because, you know, it'd be good to pay off some credit cards. Why? Okay, what do you, out of curiosity, Mary, what are you looking to get out of this refinance by being able to save $1,600 a month? Oh, well, I'm looking to do this, right? Now, one of their triggers could be freedom. One of their triggers could be experiences. Why they're making this decision? What is the real reason rooted why? Now, her getting let's just say, for example, you can discover in that discovery phase that the client wants experiences. Because she says stuff like, you know, like on vacation, be good to do this and good to do this. Experiences. Then in our setup, when we're having these conversations, we are really, really leaning hard on experiences and what you can do with this. And oh my gosh, like, let's talk about that. Oh, wow. Have you ever went there? This is things we can now talk about in depth, because this is a real reason why. Now, if experiences, we think, is this trickery? Hell no, it's not trickery. Think about how you're helping the client. Sales is about change. Boiled down, it's change. And it's changing people's conceptual zone, and bringing them into the concepts that really align with both of us. They just yet can't see it. Because think about this. Mary, the homeowner, is going to save $1,600 a month, pay off these charges, and she really wants to go on vacations. But then she's like, oh gosh, she gets hit with, you know, this negative thought of, well, man, I'm going to be paying 2% more. I'll just go and work more. I'm strapped, but I'll just go work more. I'll go and get another job. How does that align with her real true vision? And what we got to realize is that people don't understand that in the moment. They just don't understand that that's not aligning sometimes, because they get overwhelmed. They get, all of these negative feelings. It could be from a lot of things. They saw, their parents or whatever had a really high interest rate, and it broke them. It could be a myriad of things. We don't know what those triggers are till we have conversations, but it could be all these things holding her back from the real true vision and mission of her life, which is to be able to go on vacation, to be able to have experiences, be able to have some fine dining, be able to do those things. And does that really is getting another job? Does that align? It doesn't. It doesn't. So when we're trying to influence somebody at a higher level, we're trying to go deeper, rather than at surface level. Why? You're not just asking why, by the way. You're going out of curiosity, which is a softener. What's going into the decision? Well, I'm looking to pay off that. Oh, okay. Is there something that you're trying to accomplish with that? Is there, some vacation you're trying to go on? You can kind of do a little fishing, like, is there a couple key points, see where they go with it. Boom, you're having a conversation, and you're going deeper into this story loop to help them understand what's truly really important to them. Because what you may find, and people have found out, even calling them now, is that people didn't take refinances for reasons they clearly should have, and now they're having regret. So Mary, we don't make the influential conversation go right. She gets this extra job, then she's working, and she's just miserable, paying her bills. She's just getting by, and then 6 months, 8 months, she's having a breaking point. I can't keep up with those jobs. I can't do it. And then she comes back to you, and then, like, okay, now they're at 6, went up 3/4 of a point since last time, or whatever. And then she's got another decision to make. And maybe that whole cycle starts back over. So understand, our job is to help them make decisions and feel good about the decisions they're making. When we can do that, that's relief. That is true relief. And people and you yourself, when you go to make a purchase for something that's big or it's a decision, it's not that you don't trust the product so much. It's not so much you don't trust the person as much as you don't trust yourself. That comes up in coaching all the time. I can tell you, there's people that are struggling. We've had that's struggling loan officers. And when you have conversations with them, I always know that it's not about trusting us where we can get that, because you could sit there and see 100 testimonials, and 100 testimonials come across, and it's like you're discounting. Oh, well, that was probably because they did this, or oh, they probably have this team set up, or they probably have this and all this. What is that? That's a lack of trust in yourself. It has nothing to do with the program. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with you not being able to make a decision, feel good about those decisions, because it links to your trust in yourself. So remember that. We're like that. Our clients are like that. So when we have conversations, they don't trust they're making the right decision. It is our job to bring out the decisions, bring out the emotional charge that it's going to take for them to move and take action now. Without that, without those pain points, without those deep level conversations, we may find ourselves being at the end of it going, gosh, another one slipped by. They should have refinanced, but they didn't, because I just didn't have the correct conversation. So set it up correctly, even though it is a temptation, by the way, and it probably was a temptation with our great client. And I'm sure she's going to make this a great adjustment and going to get the next one. But there's probably some assumption there where, I'm going to save them $1,600 a month. So think about this. How many times in 2020, if you're in the business, where you're able to save someone 2+% where you shortcutted conversations, and it resulted in a lack of the sale? Now, how did that show up? Because we get confident that we could save them $1,600 a month. This is a no-brainer. Boom. Hey, guess what? This is great. Here you go. Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, and then we're not even prepared for any kind of discussion. We just get debilitated. And it's like, what? Like, $1,600 a month? What are you talking about? Like, clearly this stuff, and then we get in argumentative phase. And I always talk about the pendulum swing. You're there, you either shrink or you posture. Being confident, composed is about setting up the sale correctly, and it's about having the conversation correctly. It's about knowing, hey, listen, this is not a sealed deal just because it makes sense to me. I've got to make it sense to them, and they have to feel good about the decision they're making, and I've got to set that up. I simply can't be like, hey, you're saving 2%. Let's go ahead and sign the papers. And they're like, no. And they're like, what the heck just happened? But you never had any conversation about why they really want to refinance. Nothing. I'm talking about nothing below surface level. Well, I want to save money on my payment. Great. Oh, awesome. Hey, I'm saving you I'm saving $200 a month. Saving you $1,600 a month. Okay, great. And that's surface level. That is surface level, and you will lose sales because that helping them make a decision and feeling good about that decision they're making. So set it up, have the real discovery, get below the surface, and see what the real reasons why that they want to refinance, they want to make a change, they want to do what they do, and how you can make them feel good about the decision to make by trusting themselves they're making that great decision through you. All right, you got it. You go out there and absolutely crush it with your database and help them with the relief that they need. You are totally worth it, and they are totally worth it to help them just have just an amazing life. Go to glowworkshop.com, glowworkshop.com, hit that, smash that button like Hulk smash, like they called me Hulk when I was lifting, and actually got that on my arm, but Hulk smash, smash the button, smash it, and then we'll have a conversation with you and see if you're a possible fit for to exponentially grow your business now. If truthfully, it will take some work to grow the way that you want to with inside the program, but you will, if you are totally committed, you will grow in such a way that you never thought was possible in all areas of your life. People will start noticing you're a different person. That is the amazing transformation that will take place if you so choose to make it happen for yourself, if you feel good about those decisions that you're making moving forward today. Go out there and absolutely crush it. Limit your risk equals limited income.